Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back.
He's got a man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having a elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Ball again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing again is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. To throw is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, right side, caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
There's less than 10 players still active from the 2008 NFL Draft, and here's one of them picking up the first down. Deshaun Jackson still got plenty of that speed. They had him 36 all-time in receiving prior to this season. There may not be a lot of playing time left for him, but every time he's out on the field, his presence will be felt.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Chubb on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And again, it's Chubb. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Wilson will throw again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A give running right is Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they're going to get this up to midfield. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the 50, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Watson. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Completes it to Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On first down, right back to Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Watson.
Connects with Peoples-Jones.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
To throw, Watson.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now Watson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Watson.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around